Venom, Let There Be Carnage. So I just saw the film last night. Went on a date and I saw it. Surprisingly, it was a good date too. It was bad. Um, will I be going back to the movies? Probably not. I don't think I'll be going to the movies like this a lot because a lot of this will be watched on the Fire Stick. This one, I got a little extra cash this month, and I said I'll treat myself to a movie. Granted, I didn't think I would go on a date, but here I am. So, what did I think about it? Honestly, me watching it, some people say it's better than the first one. I think it's about the same. It has a little bit more. The acting was okay. I'm not gonna sit here and say the acting was great. Woody Harrison was great with the lines he was given. Tom Hardy was good with the lines he was given. Noe, excuse me, Naomi, I think Harris is her name. She was good. Um, you know, I mean, of course, everybody loves her role in the Pirates of the Caribbean, but for what she was given, she was okay. Um, the problem with this film for me is a little of the pacing because it's short. It's like a 2 hour film. It's probably one of the shortest superhero films I've seen. And the rating, they should have went full rated R with this. I don't know why these studios like they should learn from Deadpool, Joker. These R rating films are good. Just go with it. Now a lot of people say, "Well, Suicide Squad wasn't good." The problem with that film was the first film, which we'll talk about that in another video. But that film alone had a lot of issues with it. Still a great film, but the film previous from that was the issue. And a lot of people wanted Will Smith from the first film to come back, even though I think uh, a Bloodsport is a hell of a lot better. But that's neither here nor there. This one should have been a R-rated film, especially for Carnage. Carnage, you could tell, was held back a lot. The interpretation of Carnage of Mr. Cassidy was okay. Like I said, Woody Harris worked what he had. I think if he was the comic accurate character, we would have had a better. The man is crazy. He's up there like it's crazy. Um, him having a love interest was not needed in the film, nor did I care for it in this film. Um, it was a lot of stuff they did in this film. Did it like they leave it on a subplot where um Naomi Harris character uh she has the ability of sound like mimic sound, and you know that's dangerous for the symbiotes. And fucking Carnage kept telling her, "You tell her to shut up, or I will. Tell her don't do it." Like he literally been telling this girl no, and she does it. And he said, "I'll shut her up." And then Harris is like, "No!" Like, come on now, you knew this was going to happen. The girl mimics sound. You should have told her straight up, "Shut up! Don't ever do that again." Um, but it's crazy. And I didn't like the fact that Harris lost control of Carnage because when Carnage and Harris merge, when Carnage and Cassidy merge in any interpretation from a TV show or a comic, there's link they're sync. They've never been out of sync because as so crazy Cassidy is that he's a great host for Carnage, and they're out of sync. Hell, to be honest with you, Venom and Eddie's the one that have the issues, but this interpretation is different from the comics because Eddie's trying to fight for good and Venom's trying to fight for evil, and that's the fighting issue between Venom and Eddie, not Carnage and Harris. But I mean, Carnage and Cassidy. I keep calling him Woody Harris because I know him as an actor. Like I said, it was okay. There were some issues I had with the film. I think the gross. Um, it, it was okay. So I'm gonna give you guys the rating for it, and do I think you should watch it in the theaters? The answer is not really. If you're a fan of it, absolutely from the first one. But if you're not, just not. Rating for the film. Uh, I never reviewed the first one, so the first one for me was like a 7 out of 10. This one the same, a little bit rating, a little bit lower because it was the same exact film. Um, Carnage does help, so it got a same point, and it was short. So I say a 7 out of 10, going almost a 6. The pacing, like I said, was an issue with it. If it wasn't short, it was long, we might have had a problem, especially with Harris. And I heard rumors that they cut some stuff out between Harris and Naomi. That's probably why you see the film act cut the way it is. And I think that did help it a little bit because if it was long with those two love triangles, well, not love triangle, but those two, yeah. Um, and Tom Hardy character with his ex fiance. That was pretty funny. I actually liked her character in here too. It's like she knows about Venom. It's like, okay, where's he at? Like at least she knows, and I like that compared to like, what's going on? Ew, like in the first one. So they do play upon that, and it's. I hope I see her more, but the way the after credit is, which we get to the after credit. Now the after credit is what everybody's been talking about, more so than a film. Ain't nobody talking about the film. They talk about the after credit because the after credit is one of the most, or post credit, excuse me, one of the most ambitious post credit I've ever seen. This is bigger than even Samuel Jackson appearance saying it's time to do the Avenger Initiative in Iron Man. That's how big it is. So, spoiler alert, and this is the only thing I'm going to spoil. Tom Hart, well, Eddie Brock, Venom, they're on the run. Pretty much because they escaped from jail and all that stuff. They're on the run. They're in Mexico. So apparently they're just living the life trying to be heroes in Mexico. And they're watching this Spanish soap opera. And it pretty much is a bromance between Eddie and Venom now, which is fine because those two are great together. Um, and then they start watching it. Venom starts talking about universes and like saying that these symbiotes know so much about the universe. Like he goes in detail. I knew where it was going. So I'm thinking, okay, he'll bring up the multiverse. I didn't think they'll actually show any type of semblance of anything else. No. The whole room starts shaking. Things started changing. They went from Mexico, living in their home type of I think their own type of apartment room. And they are in, I guess you could say they're in 2019, where Spider-Man Far From Home take place. Spider-Man Far From Home take place, and you see Peter Parker, Tom Holland's Peter Parker on TV, and Venom starts licking the screen, and you see it, and you already know. So with the whole Doctor Strange fiasco, he's part of the universe. What I think is going to happen, and this is me speculating, I think Venom, Tom Hardy's character, is now in the universe, the MCU universe, or the MCU Spider-Man universe. Um, and he won't be in his own universe no more. Now you probably say, well, what about the other characters and all that stuff? Like I said, it's multiverses, so they'll fix it. They'll do what they can, but he's part of the universe now, and he probably will appear in No Way Home. He might be the sixth member of the City of Six. So, I mean, I saw that. I was geeking out. So, oh shit, this is cool. So you got Venom, Doctor Octopus, Green Goblin, Electro, Sandman. You ever get somebody? Sandman. Because you got all three, and the lizard, and the lizard, and the lizard. Which I would never use the lizard as the City of Six, because he doesn't come off as a villain in the comics. He's just dealing. But I'll take it. I'll take it. But over than that, I really enjoy it. Um, Again, I will watch it at home. Um, the after credit scene is all on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube. But if you're a Tom Hardy fan, a Woody Harris fan, I'll check it out. Again, they don't give great performances, and Tom Hardy, his performance in Eddie Brock, he comes off as like something's off with Eddie. Like Eddie's on drugs sometimes, like doing crack because Venom done got him so worked up, which is weird. Which is weird. But that's neither here nor there. As always, guys, like, subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson Day. See you guys in the next video. And have you seen Venom? Let there be carnage. Carnage.